Party, and they have asked me to make a statement on their behalf. The Mid-South Tea Party was born out of a concern that the people's government is slowly dissolving and destroying the principles of liberty and freedom espoused in the Declaration of Independence and supposedly preserved and protected by the United States Constitution, and is gradually legislating and implementing philosophies and social structures counterintuitive to those founding principles. As such, the Mid-South Tea Party does not value a local, state, or federal government that is unlimited in its size, scope, or power. We also do not value a government that is financially irresponsible in its constitutional duties to tax and spend the people's money. We also do not value a government that fails in its responsibilities to preserve and protect national and state sovereignty, and especially our individual liberties. The Mid-South Tea Party has never and will never condone or participate in racism, homophobia, anti-Semitism, the Ku Klux Klan, or neo-Nazism.
We're just regular Americans.
Representative Steve Cohen's recent hate-filled comments discriminating, denigrating, and demonizing the members of the Tea Party movement are unfounded, very disappointing, and in our opinion, violate our civil rights. Many members of the Mid-South Tea Party are his own constituents, and while we are a minority in the 9th District, he is still our representative. The Tea Party movement's aim is to cause government to hear our voice, and for Representative Cohen to disregard our efforts and make such unfounded claims is appalling, and we demand Congressman Cohen issue a retraction, an apology, and meet with representatives from the Mid-South Tea Party. Threats of violence and attempted acts of violence have been levied against members of the Mid-South Tea Party. If any member of the Mid-South Tea Party is hurt because of these denigrating statements, Congressman Cohen will bear that responsibility himself. Yesterday, we remembered the assassination of Martin Luther King, a great civil rights leader. We have reached out, the Mid-South Tea Party has reached out to the African American community this last year with letters, emails, phone calls. The letters have not been responded to, the emails have not been responded to, and the phone calls have not been returned. These kinds of denigrating acts by a congressman are unacceptable. Where are the local leaders? Where are the state leaders? Where are the congressional leaders? Why are they responding to these people, great Americans, just concerned about their government in such a denigrating way? The Mid-South Tea Party doesn't stand for it, and we will continue to work for good governance, to educate the electorate, and to improve our government. Thank you.
Why don't we go ahead and ask questions?
Right now there are Tea Party protests. Groups calling themselves Tea Party are protesting the National Health Care Bill in Nashville. Their own efforts. The state legislature they would never get it. Do you associate with that?
Yes, the Mid-South Tea Party is a member of the Tennessee Tea Party Coalition. The Tennessee Tea Party Coalition favors those 5 bills to be passed through the Commerce Committee tomorrow morning at 9:15 a.m. And we're calling on the state legislature, the House in particular, to vote on those bills as soon as they become available.
I just spoke with Cohen a little while ago and I asked him what he was thinking when he said that, and he said that he had gone to a pilgrimage with 2 African American congressmen and that members of the Tea Party spit on them, and he said that nobody responded to that. And so, you know, what is your reaction to his reaction?
Well, let me ask a rhetorical question. What pilgrimage was this, and where did that happen?
It was in Washington, D.C., and it was a civil rights pilgrimage.
what day, when?
He said
Saturday
that
before
he
they
was
voted.
referring to that when the conversation happened on that radio show. He said that that's what he was referring to.
Well, as far as I know, the Mid-South Tea Party has never spit on anybody. The Mid-South Tea Party has never referred to any race in a derogatory way. The Mid-South Tea Party does not condone racism, anti-Semitism, hate crimes. We absolutely, I don't know what he's referring to. And this Tea Party, the Mid-South Tea Party, the Fayette County Tea Party who's represented here today, the Tipton County Tea Party who's represented here today, we do not condone any such acts.
Make Cohen prove it.
Yeah, we would, and actually I would like to challenge Congressman Cohen, besides just rhetoric, I'd like to see proof, besides just accusations. We have a lot of people here today saying we're not this way. We don't know where that accusation is coming from, so.
Yeah, he's proved to be a liar before. All we'd like to do is hear his side of the story and let him provide the facts.
It's been my understanding today that there was one of the people who had claimed, I don't know if it's the same group, but who claimed to have been spit on, or the story was that he had so claimed, now denies that that was an event that occurred. Okay, so that's the denial side of this Tea Party stuff. What you need to hear, though, is on the positive side. What we are for, and what we are for is really simple. We want the United States government to go and take a look at the Constitution that they've been trampling for many years, and has only recently gotten to the point where ordinary citizens have been awakened in alarm at what's happening to that Constitution. That Constitution is the only foundation for this government to exist. It has specific limited powers. All the rest are reserved to the states or to the people. If you read the Constitution, you'll find many of the things that are going on in Washington today are simply not authorized. The people are the ones who ratified that Constitution. The people have got to be the ones who've got to make our government get back in line and adhere to what the Constitution authorized. That's our positive side.
Jim, are you into the gentleman from that you reached out to, the pastor? I'll have to let you know specifically, but I will. We did reach out to an African-American gentleman in April of last year. He's a head of one of the churches here in Memphis. There was some indication that he might reach back. Didn't hear any response. When we went to a town hall meeting, when we went to visit Lamar Alexander and Bob Coker, there were several clergymen that came. We provided them with our information, contact information. There was no response. So, but we will get you that. That's the name of it.
Do you have any minority members?
We have, for instance, in our education committee that I'm the chairman of, a fellow from East Tennessee named Antonio Hinton, who is an African American. Okay, he's in our education committee. He's a leader in the group.
One member in the state of Tennessee.
That's in my committee.
And let me make this argument because you make a good point. Why do you see the 100% of the Tea Party here is white today? Well, I wouldn't join the Tea Party either if I was told that they were shameful, despicable, racist, right-wing, clinging to their religion and their weapons, astroturfing, teabagging racist rednecks who hate a black man in the White House. I wouldn't join this Tea Party movement either.
Congressman Cohen's running for re-election, and he has various opponents. Are you backing any of his opponents?
Me personally, or the Tea Party movement?
Either way.
The Tea Party movement, the Mid-South Tea Party, is a non-party affiliated, non-partisan group. We are not associated with the Democrat Party or the Republican Party.
So the answer is no.
The answer is the Mid-South Tea Party is not endorsing anything.
How about yourself?
Myself, I'm heavily looking towards Charlotte Bergman.
And she, in fact, identified herself as a Tea Party. She has.
She is, I think she's being endorsed by the Memphis Tea Party. We met with her once. She was hoping that she'd be here today to stand with us, and based on her statement.